So, John, talk a little bit about the movement from growth to scale and maybe some of the different ways to measure whether that's working or not.
Sure. You can't scale until you have product market fit. So that's kind of foundational. And things you're looking at to see if you have product market fit, I'm looking at two areas. Number one is your revenue concentrated within a particular segment? And number two is, what is the retention metrics for that? So let's start with the second part of that first. So churn is the cancer of SaaS. You cannot grow a business, let alone scale a business, unless you have churn under control. So unless you have top quartile retention metrics for your SaaS business, you shouldn't even think about trying to put gas on the fire. So step one is, do you have good churn? Usually you will have a subset of customers who have really good retention qualities, and those are probably your ideal customer profile, your ideal customers. You then take that and say, okay, what percentage of my revenue are ideal customers? And if that's a large percentage and or a large, millions of dollars or so, you probably have product market fit, and then you can think about scaling from there. Many times I'll see businesses that have $2, $3, $4, $5 million in ARR, but they have a very diverse customer base. They really don't have a singular customer segment to go after, or they have a lot of revenue concentrated with a single customer, think they have product market fit. And those are both traps, because obviously one customer doesn't mean you have anything more than just one customer. And then on the diversity of the customer base, you will just not have efficiency in the product you're building, the marketing resonance, and the retention figures over time. And so again, that'll create inefficiency, which will prevent upper scaling. And then a metric to look at broadly in scaling, when you think about what does it even mean to scale versus growing? It's growing the proportional investment in resources. So you have to get more efficient as you're growing. And probably the best metric for that is what's called a burn metric, which just takes your net burn, the amount of cash you consume, and divide it by your net new ARR. And so the lower the number, the better. So if you're below a 1, that's kind of world class in terms of burn efficiency. If you're above a 2, that's not really healthy. And if you're in the between that, that's kind of in the middle there. And so that's really that number when you're looking at the burn and you're looking about how much ARR you're adding. That includes acquisition, that includes expansion, contraction, and churn, and how efficient you are doing at all of that. So if you're looking at a single metric, that's what I'd be looking at for kind of scaling efficiency. Where is it today? And then how does that improve over time?